Alright, this is a battle against someone called Tweavile, and this is an example of why I actually really like this team. Because normally, when I make a team, I either completely decimate the opponent, or, well, I say normally. When things go well, I usually decimate the opponent, or they decimate me, or I get stalled out. However, this team is nice because it can sit there forever. It won't be rushed. It will do it at its own fucking pace, thank you. Anyway, that's another reason I like Scarf Corona. It outspeeds +1 Scrafty, and 2-hit KOs it as well, so that is fucking beautiful. So I get a free Scrafty kill straight away. Anyway, I go into Torterra there purely because if he was trying to predict the Vaporeon, I wanted to lock him into it. And I switched back to Torterra because I wanted to see if he was choiced or not. And as I see, I believe I remember Shofu actually talking about a, what is it, expert belt Rotom with Signal Beam for those Celebies. So I believe this is one of those kind of incarnations of said Rotom. And it's actually pretty cool. I'll give it credit where credit's due. Anyway, the main reason that I have to, fuck around and take my time is because of this Golurk. If it wasn't for this Golurk, I would have brought in Volcarona and ran train. But this thing walls a decent portion of my guys, and it has, well, it walls my Volcarona, and it has enough guys to back it up that I can't just Fire Blast and kill it. I do say to him that no guard Golurk is illegal, but I don't really give a fuck because I admire the fact that he at least had the initiative to use it. Although he did lie and say, oh, I didn't know. I'm fairly adamant he did, but I don't really care. Whatever. So here I'm just going to go into Vaporeon. I'm just going to scold him. I'm not really threatened, despite the fact that I think it's probably banded. It didn't really do very much. And if it's Scarf, that's an awful idea because Golurk is slow as piss. Anyway, he keeps making exactly the same switch, and this is why I've got to play it really slowly, because eventually I'm just going to keep stalling him out. I'm going to land a Toxic on it. I'm going to land a Toxic on quite a large number of his guys, and you will see why I love my Toxic Terrakion soon enough. Anyway, I'm going to go into Hitmontop so I can intimidate him, and this is where Intimidate Hitmontop is amazing. It's so fucking good. Here I predicted him to switch out into, I think, Heracross, maybe. And I do the same fucking thing I did a couple of battles ago. Where I low sweep to Scout, he doesn't switch, and then I Sucker Punch thinking I'm dandy, and he fucking switches. Good, whatever. Anyway, in comes the Slowbro. This thing is a colossal pain in the nuts, but I'm going to go into Vaporeon because I'm not worried at all. However, his Psychic does quite a lot of damage, all things considered. To the point where I don't think I can wish and be cool. But he is going to switch out, and he's going to go into his Sceptile as I fire off a lovely Signal Beam into its face, which was dandy. And then his Sceptile has an Enigma Berry, and I was like, wait, what? What the fucking... Okay. I mean, Enigma Berry is quite a cool berry, but I don't think it warrants its own use, because if it's super effective, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna fucking kill you. But there you go. Anyway, he hits himself, he's gonna switch out back into his Golurk, and here I go Toxic and hit the Golurk, so now it's on a timer. It can't just sit there annoying me. But I'm going to U-turn out there. I was trying to see, because if he was quicker than me, i.e. Scarfed, or just max speed, because my Zapdos is minus speed, I would know that I was going to go into Hitmontop, because I could see, or I could gate, I would know what I would want to go into, because I would have seen his move. If I U-turn out, then I'm going to go into Hitmontop regardless, because I get an Intimidate. So there you go, that's my logic. Just couldn't say it first time, because, yeah, I don't know. As I've always said, my brain runs very quickly and my mouth decides to sort of, lag behind and eat Cheetos watching TV. Anyway, here my sexy Terrakion makes awesome play and goes Toxic on the Slowbro, which has officially crippled it to within an inch of its life because it can't do what Slowbros love to do and sit there. Yes, it can switch out and get its Regenerator boost, but I know if I can get it down to the last thing, at one point it will die. That's just the best thing about it. And now I can go into Zapdos, I can just play Roosting Game, and I'm actually going to go Discharge, I believe. Which is kind of strange here, because he goes in his, what is it, fucking, Heracross, god damn it, nearly just completely spaced that. But yeah, I consider that quite strange. And he has a pretty funky Heracross set, actually. He shows the reversal, which does a hell of a lot. And then he shows the Bug Gem Megahorn as I switch into Volcarona. And it does a hell of a lot, I'll give it that. It's a good thing I went in for the Intimidate. But now Volcarona is here and it ain't fucking around. And I also get the Flame Body, which was rather worrying, but it should be okay. Stealth Rock should bring it to the point where it shouldn't be able to do much. And I go Bug Buzz purely because of Rotom and Slowbro, and I take that down. But again, the Golurk is the one wall in my way, but it's starting to get to around half health now. Now, I'm going to go into Terrakion purely just to see what it wants to do, and he's going to go EQ. However, because it's No Guard, I think Earthquake can hit Flying type. So I just go into Hitmontop purely because I'm worried. That's about it. And he's going to switch out again. He's going to go into his Sceptile, and I go for a Sucker Punch. It fails. It doesn't really matter much to me. And I'm going to go into Vaporeon just because I want to sack it, because I don't really need it. It can't really deal with Slowbro, and I'm fairly sure Golurk will outspeed it and just one-shot it with EQ. So I figure if I'm going to sack anything, it's going to be this. But he Grass Whistles me, and I'm like, whoa, 55% accuracy there, that's ballsy. And now I'm going to switch out and go into Zapdos, because I know I'm going to tank anything, and he does go for a Leaf Storm, and that doesn't completely signal game out, but it isn't making it look particularly convincing, because he's going to have to switch out again. He's going to take Stealth Rock's coming back in. The Heracross is definitely going to die as I go for a Discharge. So it's one big mega tanky hit. Well, with the Heracross, if he'd placed that better, it could have ripped a hole in the team. But fortunately, he brings it in, I discharge it, I'm good. And here, I'm just going to Roost Stall him, because I know he isn't going to EQ. I know he isn't going to Stone Edge. And I can tank, well, one Dynamic Punch, and then as long as Confusion doesn't screw me over, I can Roost. And I can get myself to the point where I can bring in Volcarona, and I can just Bug Buzz through the rest of his team. However, I'm so fucking paranoid that Bug Buzz isn't going to kill the Golurk and I'm going to lose that I want to make sure I can get it as close as physically possible before I bring in the Volcarona. Because I know I should outspeed the Sceptile, unless, I don't know. But, I bring in the Hitmontop, he's going to bring in the Sceptile, I'm going to go Bullet Punch, like, literally, I wouldn't care if Hitmontop died. I do get a crit on the Sceptile, but it's okay. I'm just going to go for another Bullet Punch. He lands a Focus Blast. It doesn't do nearly enough. I don't know why he went Focus Blast. Although I suppose he wants to keep his special attack up, but oh well. And then he switches out, and now it is game. It doesn't matter what he does. I am going to go Sucker Punch here just to make sure I get a bit of damage on it, because if he decides to slack off, he's still getting toxic. You get the point. I'm just sort of slowly grinding it in. Eventually I will pull it out, because he's going to Psychic me here, and then I bring in Volcarona, and thankfully Golurk was at just enough low health that I killed it. I mean, I know Volcarona is very powerful, believe me, and I know that Golurk can't tank a special hit to save his fucking life, but I really didn't want to cock that up. You know, it would be kind of awful, all of that fucking around just to bring it in, and then he just tanks this tiny hit, and then wins. Anyway, that is good game, tweavile. I hope you have all enjoyed it, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.